Hello guys, welcome back to the channel and happy Sunday to all of you. Happy Salah to the Muslim faithful in the community. So there's been some clarity offered right now regarding the situation between Coach Finidi and Victor Osimhen that has been trending over the last couple of hours. A veteran Nigerian sports journalist who works for the ESPN. Of course, he had previously worked with the Super Sports, so he offered some clarity regarding what has happened by doing some investigative journalism by himself. So I'm going to play the video so you can watch it. Maybe you've already seen it before, but maybe not. For the benefit of those that have not seen it, let's watch and then have more, understanding of what's been happening.
So I woke up this morning to two big trending issues. The first was the video of Victor Osimhen having a right good go at Finidi George, and the second was George himself resigning as his position as head coach of the Super Eagles. Now, these two things are probably unrelated or maybe linked together, who knows, but I'm going to just give some take because there's a lot more layers to this thing, and I think we need to unpack them before we get all hey-ho, because a lot of people who are going to be talking are going to be talking out of a position of ignorance, and I don't do ignorance. I deal with fact. So as soon as I saw the video, the first thing I wanted to confirm was whether the things that Osimhen was reacting to were true or not, because that's always the takeoff point. What was the basis? What was the fire behind the smoke? And so what I did was I called somebody who was at that meeting actually a couple of people. I called the first one. So I called a couple of people who were at that meeting between Finidi, the NFF, and the minister to find out if what is alleged to have been said was actually said. And these people are usually very, very senior and reliable people. And I was told categorically that Finidi did not say the things he's alleged to have said. He did not say he wasn't going to beg Osimhen. He did not say that Osimhen was not committed. In fact, he did confirm when he was asked about Osimhen's absence that Osimhen called him from Germany, and that's why he was excused. It was when the issues of players' commitment was raised, that's when he said he would not beg anybody to play for the Super Eagles, but he did not mention any player by name specifically. And so I also called Finidi himself to ask him if that was the case, and he also confirmed to me that he never said any of those things, and in fact he corroborated what the other gentleman had told me, and that he would have no reason to call out any player, whether in public or in private, and that he would address issues with the players themselves if there were any issues. And that as soon as he saw the video was brought to his attention, he said he reached out to Osimhen and let him know that, one, he never said those things, and two, even if he had, that Osimhen should have reached out to him first to find out if he did say what he was alleged to have said, rather than going public and with such disrespect. So I guess that issue is going to be handled on a more private level, and hopefully we'll come to a resolution that suits all parties. In some ways, while the reaction is what it was, I think I don't see how it can be said to be right, and I've got to say credit to Odionigalu for getting through to Osimhen to stop that live and get away from his phone. You can never take action when you're angry. You have to take a step back, cool down before you address issues. Now, the second thing is Finidi resigning, and I think I've seen people say some different things, but Finidi confirmed to me that yes, he did resign his position, but the reason was that he held a meeting with the NFF on Thursday. They had a very good conversation. They talked about the things and what to do going forward, and he asked them if they were going to back him. Now, at no point during that meeting did anybody tell him that they were going to appoint a technical advisor. Now, but here's the most important part. The NFF board had met on Wednesday and decided that they were going to get a technical advisor, which is what the communique said. But at that meeting on Thursday, Finidi said nobody told him that. And so it was when he landed in Port Harcourt after the meeting with the NFF that somebody called him and told him this is what was going on. And he had to park his car to actually read the link to see that, yes, this is what had happened. And so he said he waited for 2 days to see if anybody would contact him to say, hey, we've decided this, and nobody contacted him. So he felt if that was the case, then they didn't want him anymore. And that's why he decided to turn in his resignation. So I guess I just wanted to put some clarity on these two things for now. I'm having a Twitter live at 6 p.m. Nigeria time. So I guess I'll take some questions and answers on this, and we can address all of these at that time.
From what Colin said about the issue concerning Victor Osimhen and Finidi, there's at least one thing extractable from it, and it's the fact that somewhere along the channel there was a misinformation. The person that obviously observed that what happened in the meeting and spread it out to the media to publish didn't really understand the context that Finidi was talking, because Colin here said that he spoke with Finidi, spoke with different stakeholders who attended the meeting, and he got the first-hand information. And he admitted that Finidi and the people that he called said that, yes, Finidi talks about the fact that he cannot beg anybody to play for Nigerian Spy Goods, but not that he was talking about Victor Osimhen in particular. He was saying that as a response to questions asked of him about commitments, from the boys. So he was kind of generalizing with that statement that he couldn't beg anyone, not that he was talking about Victor Osimhen. But thankfully, it seems like the issue is going to be sorted out internally based on what Colin said, that Finidi actually called Victor Osimhen after he put out the live and asked him, why he didn't contact him if he thought that he said something like that to the press. But again, lots of reactions. Some people obviously adding fire to the whole situation, talking about bans and punishment and all of that from NFF to Osimhen if he doesn't come out publicly to apologize. And one man that said that is the former Super Eagles goalkeeper, Peter Said, that he has said that Victor Osimhen should go out publicly as he did, to talk disrespectfully to Finidi. He should also do that to apologize. If he doesn't do that, the NFF should sanction Victor Osimhen, possibly banning him and fining him some money for that one. But this is not going to sort out the issue, putting more fire to it. It's just left for these two people, great people, to actually meet internally and resolve the issue. I'm sure Osimhen right now would have already apologized, but because we are not seeing it, doesn't mean that he hasn't done so. Osimhen is a very humble guy. He's a really good guy. And I don't think there's a problem with him, apologizing if he finds out that he was in the wrong. Reacting to this issue is Victor Anichebe, former Nigerian Spy Goods striker and Everton striker. Now, I like the way he mediated in this issue. He didn't call out anyone or try to make the situation worse. He said that Osimhen shouldn't have made it go public, that even if he had an issue with Finidi, he should have, tried to reach out on a personal level, picking up his phone to do so. It talks about the fact that Nigeria media, everyone is looking for drama. Everyone wants something negative, put out. But he says that, Osimhen did what he did. It could have been anyone. Anyone could have lost his cool to do something like that. But in all of this, Anichebe is blaming the NFF for everything that has happened. In the whole process, from appointing coaches that are not really even experienced and deserving of the job, to calling up players. He talks about some massive corruption in this NFF team, that they all of them need to be disbanded. They need to be annulled, and a fresh set of people, experienced people who have the capacity to do things, to be employed. Anichebe said this after he listened to Colin Udoh's reports about what truly happened. What do you think, guys? For me, I'm definitely sure that we are getting somewhere with this. At least, all parties have started contacting each other on the ground. Osimhen obviously receiving a call from Coach Finidi. And I know definitely that this whole crisis is going to get back to normal, and respect is going to come back between these two personalities. That's the updates, guys. Thanks for watching this one. Don't forget to like and share the video. React to any of the stories that you like. Take care of yourselves. More updates on Unraveling later in the day.